Are you surprised? Are you surprised? I'm not, unfortunately. What's up, everybody? Hey, it's your boy Greg. Welcome to another episode of G Talk. We in the building, episode 22. And unfortunately, I'm not surprised, and not just myself, but many, many black people. I'm not surprised about the outcome that took place this past Wednesday, September the 23rd, 2020. And the grand jury indicting Officer Brett Hankison on not the death of Breonna Taylor, or should I say the murder of Breonna Taylor, but a charge of wanton endangerment, which is basically being charged with reckless shooting into apartment and a neighboring apartments, but not the actual death of Breonna Taylor. Um, this outcome is not a surprise to me. I've seen this many, many times before when it comes to officers taking black people's lives. So it's not a shock that justice was not served. Um, you already knew what was going to happen when they boarded up the city before they made the announcement. And you also saw the expedience of the settlement with the Breonna Taylor's family for the $12 million because they knew it was coming down the pike. I'm not surprised by this at all. And I'm not shocked by it because I expect it, unfortunately. I'm frustrated. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. And at this point, it's like get past the pain and the hurt, but what can we do? What can we do about this? How can we prevent, now that this situation is done and these cops, these three officers, are not going to be charged with the death and the murder of Breonna Taylor? What can we do? What can we do? At this point, I don't want there to be another Breonna Taylor or another black person get murdered in their home. At this point, that's all you can do at this point. So what does that entail? I mean, as black people right now, once we get past our emotions, we don't want another Breonna Taylor. We have to start doing things as far as getting more involved in the process of voting on the local level, doing things as far as trying to get to people that affect change and policymakers to try to make a difference. So you won't have anything like this. There's been a lot of talk about defunding the police and police reform, but how do you reform something that's broken? How do you reform something that's completely broken? The whole thing needs to be overhauled. I'm not saying there should be no police. I mean, that's an oxymoron. Obviously, we're always going to need police officers to patrol our communities. But it's systematically racist. When black lives could be taken no matter what and be justified behind a badge, something's wrong. And what really pissed me off is that the Kentucky Attorney General, Daniel Cameron, has made comments that the police officers identified themselves when they knocked on that apartment door that fateful night. And my thing is, well, why did the officer seek a no-knock warrant and got approved for it if they went to the apartment to knock on the door? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And the man that shot back at him wasn't the man they were looking for. They were looking for Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, who wasn't there, and there was no drugs found. And Kenneth Walker was doing what any man would do in the middle of the night, protecting his woman and protecting his home, and taking out his gun, who had a registration for that firearm, by the way. And that's one of the reasons why they initially charged him with attempted murder, because he shot one of the officers, but they let him go because he was a registered licensed carrier of a firearm. He did what any man would do in that particular situation, protecting his home and trying to protect his woman. But I mean, the system is absolutely broken, and we have to find a way to change it. I mean, there's nothing else to do at this point. The tears are gone. What else can we do? How many marches can we possibly have? Something has to change, man. But that's all I got to say on it. If you have a comment, please leave it. Hit that like button, subscribe, rocking with your boy G. That's all I got to say on the situation, and I'm out. Until again, peace, people.